So I was just sitting here working on a little project, thinking about what my next YouTube video should be, and I just want to honestly get better at just picking up the camera and, well, not picking it up because I'm not holding it, but just talking and not always needing to have like a huge topic or like idea for the video. Like I could just film and make a fun little video. I was thinking this video could just be a little kind of stream of consciousness, talking, just saying whatever comes to mind kind of thing. I start school back up in a little less than a week. By the time this is up, it'll probably be, if I pull this on Sunday, it'll be tomorrow, my first day of school. So wish me luck. I'm very excited actually. In case you don't know, I took a year leave of absence from school, or from this school. I was still kind of doing classes and other things, but basically I was away from here. And now I'm back. Can't believe it has been a year. Yeah, I cannot believe how fast that went. At the same time, I do feel like I did honestly accomplish a lot. I kind of talked about this in a different video, but whatever. I feel like I did accomplish a lot, and I was kind of journaling about this the other day, but I feel like I'm always thinking like, oh, I should have done more, I could have done more, I wasted too much time. But when I really think about it, there actually were a lot of things I accomplished that I wanted to, and different things I didn't even know I wanted to accomplish that I did. So I am very happy with the progress I've made as a person and professionally and all that jazz over the past little over a year. So yeah, I'm trying to be a little more positive. I need to switch my battery because it's about to die, so 1 second. Alright, this battery says it's nearly full, so I'll take its word for it. But yeah, overall, I am proud of what I did in my year off. It's not really a year off because I was doing other things, but year away, maybe, is a better way to put it. Overall, I am in a much better place, and I am excited for what classes are going to be this year. It'll be pretty much all in my major. I'm taking 6 classes, but 2 of them are like half the credits of a normal class, so technically like 5 credit-wise, but so 5 of them, of the 6, are in my major, and then the extra 6th one is an independent study in fashion design, which I am very excited about because I've definitely been wanting to do more with fashion design, and that's been a dream of mine for a really long time, so it's about time I get to it. Yeah, the focus of it is going to kind of be in pattern making and garment construction. I've done like a decent amount of just like experiments in that kind of stuff, but besides like this one class that I took my freshman year that was like a part of it was that kind of stuff. Other than that, I pretty much have just been experimenting, not really doing too much formal like education or no other formal education of this kind of stuff, and there's just so much that goes into it. It's quite daunting if you don't have someone to guide you, so I'm very excited to be doing this with my faculty advisor is like very knowledgeable about the subject, so I'm very excited about that. And it just feels like a very good step into the direction I want to go and the things I want to know. And like, again, like I was saying earlier, I'm always like, I should be further along. Why am I not already having a runway show? I should be this far along, but there is really no timeline that you need to follow. And sometimes I feel like, oh, well, I can't really be a fashion designer without going to school for fashion design. But even if I was in school for fashion design, I would not be that far. and it's so expensive. So that's not happening, and that's okay. But so much of it you can learn on your own and find people who can help you. So I'm excited, and yeah. So that is the class I'm most excited for, if you couldn't tell. But the ones in my major are also very exciting. My major is product design, also known as industrial design, which has a little bit of crossover with kind of like sewing and soft goods and that kind of stuff, but also is very different. But I think it is great to get a different perspective, bring a different perspective into like the typical things that are done in that major, and have a different perspective bringing into fashion, which is like kind of more of what I do and am interested in. But also I don't have to just be one thing, which I'm also learning. Anyway. I've also been really getting into reading recently. My last video I was reading, that was like, I've read more in the past 6 months, year, than I have in the past. The last time I like fully read a book was like in middle school maybe, or I don't even, most of the books I was supposed to read in middle school I just pretended to read. I literally would pick books that the teacher had not read yet. I'd be like, oh, like, have you read this one? Have you heard, is this like one you'd suggest? And he'd be like, no, I haven't read that one, but it looks good, like, yeah, whatever. And then I would literally make up the story. Like, I would genuinely just be like, oh, yeah, then this happened, and yeah, it was crazy, because then, like, this whole thing happened, and I was fully making it up. And he was like, I need to read this. And I was like, oh, yeah, totally. You totally should read this. And I was making up the book. Like, I genuinely was not reading it, so. Somehow I never got caught with that. That was actually a genius strategy. Like, but yeah, pretty much since maybe like 6th, 7th grade, I have not read a book. Yeah, like even the ones in high school, I didn't actually read them. So, I've been getting a little bit more into reading. I've read three and a half books so far in the past like 6 months. That is, wait, 3? 2.5, 3.5, I don't know. Something like that. Yeah, I feel like it's so dumb, but for a while I was like, in my head, I was like, oh, I just like, feel like people who read look so cool and interesting, and like, I'm just like not a reading person. Not that I didn't want to read, but I was like, who do I think I am? Like, I'm just not a reading person, whatever. I don't know, like, I felt like reading a book, I was like being a poser or something. I don't literally know. Like, that makes actually no sense when I say it out loud, but, so yeah. When I was just like, you know what, I have all these books that I've just been buying, thinking that they're cool, and that I want to read them, and just never do. So, yeah. But the struggle has been, every time I finish a book, I want to buy more, because I'm like, okay, I'm actually getting on a roll here, but I need to read the ones I have, because I literally have like 30 or more I need to read. So, want to see what I'm working on? I will show you, even though you didn't necessarily say you did, but I can't hear you right now. So, here's my mannequin. I still haven't named her. Maybe y'all can help me come up with a name. Okay. This is her. This is her skirt. I made the skirt from a pair of pants that I had that no longer fit me. Yeah, very happy with how this turned out. I'm making a matching set. So right now I'm working on the bra top. The skirt, I kind of just like took the pants apart and like remade it into the skirt without a plan. And just kind of like figured it out once I pieced everything together and like pinned it together a bunch of times and then just finally sewed it. But yeah, this bottom hem is the waistband with the belt loops. Obviously the pockets are the same. I made the darts a little bit bigger. This the new waistband is the original hem of the pants. And kept the original pockets, which are so nice and big. And the original zipper is the same. I just added a new closure. Yeah, I need to like iron this little part, but I think it's very cute. A little bit of a low waist. It's not fully low waisted, but mid-waisted maybe. And then I have a bunch of the fabric of the actual like, pant legs left over. So I'm making a matching bra top, which has been quite the process. I'm right now on my 4th mock-up. This is my original, oh wait, let me put this back up. This is my original like draped version of it. It's just like one side. The biggest struggle has been trying to figure out how to do it, make it double-sided so there's not just like raw edges on the inside. So this was my first one. And also I'm like trying to figure out if I can do like an underwire thing, but we will see if it needs it. That was my first iteration. Then I have been like going back and forth between each one, making to develop the pattern pieces on paper. Then this was my second version, which I made on the opposite side with added like extra seam allowance and stuff. Just don't know how well you can see this, but whatever. This one's just like also in like a slightly nicer muslin fabric, but oh, this is what the back looks like. Yeah, I really like the quarter paneled design. And then I made, where is it? Right here. This one I didn't fully make into the full version, but I made a front and a back piece just using, or like figuring out how to make it so there's no, because like these other two have just like the raw edges on the inside, like the seams. So I was trying to figure out how to sew it so that there's no, not going to be that. So like they're double-sided kind of. It's a little thick, but nice and structured. But yeah, I really love like the 4-panel design. Anyway, I made front piece, back piece, which after I did this, I was like, let's just make this one piece. Anyway, I'm getting a little too in depth here, but basically now I have cut out, well, and then yeah, each step I adjust the pattern and make a new version. And based on these, I adjusted the pattern. And what did I do next? I cut out enough to do the full front and back lined of both sides, so I can make a full mock-up, because I'm limited on the amount of fabric I have, and it's not like I can just buy more. And yeah, so I want to really make sure that it fits and that it'll work. So yeah, that is my vibe right now. And also help me come, I think I already said this, but help me come up with a name for her. She has no name right now. She's literally been chilling for like a year. And she has no name. Like, wow. No name, no head. What does she have? Like, and no legs. Wow. No hands either. Like, dang, she really has nothing. She does have wheels though, so that's cool. Anyway, I feel like I just talked very fast and just let out every thought in my head just now, so I feel a lot better now. I feel like I just have a weight lifted off me, and I got a video out of it, because I was like, what am I going to film? I'm going to miss another week. Oh my gosh, I do. And then it has to be a whole big thing, and then whatever. Anyway, thanks for watching. Yeah. Let me know what her name should be.